Yeah. It's your boy Gordy. This is Flow Talk with here, Creative Soundworks and the Summer Bash, Electric Haze. I got the drunk DJ with me. Shout out to Tim, bro. Appreciate you, bro. I know Tim for a little while. Yeah, you did a flyer for me I think like a year or two back, kind of just still connected from there.
100%. Yeah.
Went to one of your shows at the Middle East, and so I appreciate you. I'm glad that you were here. I saw the flyer. I'm like, hell yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to be here as well. I fuck with Piff. I fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So let me. So what can I call you? I call you Tim, drunk DJ. What do you want me to do?
I answer everything, all the stuff basically. I've been called worse than.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, drunk DJ is the moniker since 2000-ish, basically since the pandemic.
Okay.
So I've been going by that. But some people call me Kid because like you know me a bit longer than other people did.
Yeah,
I used to go by the Kid. You can call me Tim.
Kid, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a couple of years ago. Yeah, I remember. I think I lived in Canterbury. Well, you won't know this, but I'm just gonna go back reflecting.
Yeah.
I lived in a different apartment, moved. So yeah, it was a couple of years ago. So it's been at least 2 years.
100%. Yeah.
It's been 2 years. I fuck with what you're doing. Fully focused, right?
Sure.
Fully focused. You have your studio, and where's it at?
Focus to Win Studios out in Brockton.
My bad. Focus to Win. I apologize.
Right. Fully Focus is my brand. Focus to Win is the studio's name.
Focus to Win.
Yeah,
I mean,
so we kept that Focus brand alive. With that. But yeah, we're out in Brockton, 33 Dover Street. Come check us out.
Okay.
Focus to Win Studios on Facebook and on Instagram. Reach out to us on there. Get studio time. Get podcast hours. Whatever.
Absolutely. Yo, but if you're gonna do it, be serious because the podcast game is fun, but you gotta put work in.
100%. Yeah, you can't be sloppy with it. You can't be lazy with it. I mean, see me. I'm preaching to the choir, but I have actually kind of slowed down my own podcast to help everyone else do theirs.
And that's the best thing to do.
Yeah. Man, I want to bring it back, and this right here is kind of getting the vibes going
back.
The energy,
yeah.
Yeah, Focus podcast coming back real soon.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely having you on as one of my first
DJ,
guests
bro.
back.
I appreciate you always amplifying the culture out here in Massachusetts. I follow you. I see you do a lot of shows. You fuck with a lot of artists out here. I know you do shows like Exit Fame. You work with Dylon, my boys Dylon and Trippy Jonah.
Absolutely.
And you did a hell of a show at Cambridge at the Middle East.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about kind of like your method to your madness when you're running things and DJing and doing some of your shows.
Yeah, madness is a good word for it. Not ironically, but coincidentally, this is like the last leg of one of my busiest weekends I've had in a long time. I had a couple of DJ gigs yesterday, a podcast yesterday, this today, and I do the video edits and all that stuff. So it's really, like you said, it's madness. I don't just DJ, I don't just rap, I don't just podcast, I do everything, video editing, all that stuff. And I wish there were a method to say that there were, but it's honestly really just me
grinding,
taking on gigs. Grinding is a great way to put it. Just taking on gigs and hoping not to fucking drown myself in the work too much. But it usually comes down to me.
I understand that. You just take what you can, and you're like, shit, I have so much on my plate. So I get it. I get that part. You've been doing shows how long?
Shit. So I came on the scene officially in 2010-ish. I was on I had a radio show called Fully Focused Podcast. Fully Focused Radio. I'm used to saying podcast now.
Yeah.
Fully Focused Radio. We were on Unregular Radio. It was a big online radio show station. Back in the day, we were sponsored by Raw Papers and all that. So I've been doing it since. I've been on the scene officially since about then. That's when I met people like Piff Man and people who eventually led me to meeting yourself. You know what I mean? All of my connections on the actual hip hop scene are started around that time, 2010.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So you kind of have your hands in a bunch of different things, right? You DJing, podcast studio, promoting. What is your favorite?
Honestly, writing music. It always has been my love. That's the reason I do everything else. All of these other things, essentially, the editing, the beat making, the DJing, all came about from me being a rapper, and I needed a DJ and didn't want to pay one. I needed someone to make beats. I didn't want to pay for it. You know what I mean? It I monetize all of my hobbies basically, but everything that I do is driven by the love of writing and performing my own music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I respect that. I respect that. You know, you have to use your resources. If you can't pay anybody to do it, you just do it yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, that's a grind.
Yeah.
It's not easy, especially when you want to do multiple things, and especially your favorite thing is music and songwriting.
That's the one.
And you can't do it because you have to also get paid.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing is, like I said, everything else I monetize all my other hobbies.
Yeah.
The music isn't really making the money for me, which is fine. I honestly, like, everyone says they do it for the love of it, but I genuinely like music is my my therapy.
Yeah.
Writing it and performing it, especially. It literally, I started doing it because came fucked up childhood. Basically, got a couple songs that speak on that you guys can check out. Check out Ramen Noodles out now. But yeah, the writing, music, and creative writing in general came from just having a shitty situation growing up in, and I needed an outlet. And I was too small to go just fight people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was, so. Music was always a passion or something that I loved growing up. Always playing in the kitchen when we're cleaning the house or whatever the case is. Mom, dad, my grandmother always had music playing. So it was always like my favorite thing. And then around 14 years old, I realized, oh, this is something that I could do. And I know someone that has a microphone in their house, like a cheap mic in their closet or whatever. But still, I was recording there and then got onto bigger and better studios and all that shit.
Congrats, man. Congrats. Honestly, that's what I've been trying to. I want to do, and where I live in New Hampshire, and build that platform too.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
I like seeing that. I appreciate what you do, especially for the culture out here. Especially having a resource, because there can be multiple artists, multiple promoters, or not promoters, multiple producers is what I wanted to say. Yep. But there's very little platforms that they can use to amplify their talent.
100%, yeah.
And I appreciate that, because that's kind of like the same vision that I'm trying to do up north. So
Word. I appreciate that you recognize that, because I've been doing, like I said, 2010 when I got the radio gig. The whole point of that was, all right, let me put. I know there's a great music scene here in Boston.
Yeah.
Let me try and do what I can to put it on, and then eventually.
It's not easy, man. It's not easy. Can you tell me what's your most memorable show that you've done?
Well, I guess. So shout out Exit Fame. I'm Exit Fame's official DJ.
Okay.
So my best show or my favorite show was maybe just a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. We opened up for Ghostface Killer down in City Hall Plaza.
Yeah.
That big show that they had in City Hall Plaza, and we were the act right before the headlines.
Okay.
So it was really dope. We had the big crowd. We had all that stuff. It was a really dope show. It was the biggest stage I've been on. Technically, I was on. Man, let me make a short story long real quick. So I've done sang the national anthem for the Celtics and for the Red Sox before.
Okay.
With the choir, but still, that's like the biggest stage I've ever been on. That might be my favorite or dopest show.
Okay.
But I was doing the national anthem. I wasn't doing my own music, so I would definitely have to say the Ghostface Killer show with Exit Fame.
And that was just recent, right?
That was like a month ago, like July.
Congrats, man.
That's
big, bro.
That.
That's the woo, bro.
We were supposed to open up for Joyner Lucas too, but weather fucked things up, and basically all of the opening acts were cut.
Yeah.
So that was gonna be my biggest show, probably that one, because that crowd was crazy.
Was that for Joyner Fest?
Joyner Fest, yeah. The one this, So the crowd was nuts. Like when the openers were supposed to go on, there was easily 800 people there, close to 1,000 people there, waiting in the rain for Joyner, who wasn't going to come on for another half hour anyway. Oh, no, another 2 hours anyways.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but that was dope, but the Ghostface Killer show was definitely it.
Bro, it's dope that you started something and you really opened up opportunities for yourself at the same time by the way you're networking and giving people a resource and a platform. So salute to you for how long you've done it. You've been doing it for 14 years. That's not easy. Especially when life goes on as you get older, and you got to just keep chugging along. So as somebody who's in the same field as you, I appreciate you for sure amplifying it, because we got to give you your flowers and flowers are due. There's a lot of time and frustration that people don't see behind closed doors that we go through when it comes to promoting and planning and trying to do something big for the people that are trying to use it, use your platform and resource, and also for the public that consumes that and wants something different than just your typical events.
Absolutely,
I appreciate you doing that. Where can they find you next?
What is my next event?
Make sure you're close to the mic.
Oh, my bad. I honestly, off the top of my head, like I said, this has been such a crazy weekend that I don't even remember what my schedule looks like in the near future. But what they can do is find me, Tim O'Connor, on Facebook, The Kid Focused on Instagram, or Focus to Win Studios everywhere. Basically, we're located in Brockton. Check us out for podcast time. Check us out for studio time. And if you need anything else, video editing, graphics, a DJ, hit me up.
Yeah, he's done my flyers. He's definitely done my flyers.
All that shit.
Follow him. Support his movement. I've been saying this for each interview that's been here. If you see my man's post, whatever it is, share it. Any merch, share it. Any music, share it. Any DJ gigs, share it. Because we can all build each other up. And so let's not just keep our social medias to ourselves. If somebody can get paid off their work, give them that opportunity, because this time right now is hard. So shout out to you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Shout out everybody tuned in. I appreciate you guys.
My name is Gordy. This is Flow Talk. We out. Creative Soundworks. Great show. End of Summer Bash. I can't wait to go to the next one. Me and you will be definitely linking up. Collab, doing something for New England, whatever we got to do for next year or something like that. But I'm definitely down to try to do something different. Shout out to y'all. Massachusetts, thank you for having me. Electric Haze, thank you for having me. Creative Soundworks, Cartel Holiday, thank you for having me. This is definitely a great experience, and we out of here.